Please respond.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Kwesi Amaku and I'm the director as well as the co-writer of LDN.
I'm John Kamal and I'm the producer / writer of LDN.
I'm Michael Inman, I'm the sound engineer.
I'm Nasnad and I'm the co-producer of LDN.
I'm Amno Kapong and I'm in charge of casting for LDN.
And this is a behind the scenes extra intended to evaluate our posters, magazines and film trailer. It's something we've been working on for the past few weeks.
Connor Black should have been at a family wedding today. Instead, family and friends came here to the spot where last night the 16-year-old was killed. Police say they were called here just after 2 o'clock this morning to report that a boy was lying injured in the road. They arrived to find Connor had been stabbed once, fatally. He died on the way to hospital in the back of the ambulance. This man carrying the flowers told us that
She killed?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, we have to get this guy, man, because there's no way we're letting this guy get away with it.
So what, I'm going to do this then?
Alright then.
Well, in terms of cinematography, we try to strictly follow the conventions that have already been established for an urban drama trailer, and that is to say we try to keep the action on screen 100% of the time, make every frame look hectic, make every frame look busy and really like jump out and appeal to like the audience and stuff. We use like an array of like cinematography techniques, for example pan shots, zooms, over the shoulder shots, far shots, 2 shots, 3 shots. Like we used everything. Like there was like one point in the trailer where we like chose to subvert the established cinematography techniques, and that was when Shaq, the character Shaq, was stuck on a bridge and his friends were like edging him to jump off. We used a low angle to establish the height of the bridge, and a low angle is usually associated with making the subject appear domineering and very like sort of imposed on the audience. But in this case, the low angle depicts Shaq as in distress and separated from like the scene and separated from his characters. So we thought that use of subversion was very effective.
Alright, in terms of editing, we conformed with the fast-paced editing to sort of build up a climax, and that sort of follows the conventions of our genre, because in other urban drama trailers, you do get a sort of fast-paced editing towards the middle, so then it builds a sort of climax for the audience and sort of entices them to come and watch the movie. But with that, we also subverted at the beginning, because at the beginning the character Shaq is seen as like sort of daydreaming and it's really sort of slow, and that subverts because in other urban drama trailers you don't really get like a really sort of slow beginning. It normally starts off with a sort of hard hitting image of something, and with that we sort of subverted, and we thought it was really effective because it shows the sort of climax it builds throughout the whole trailer.
Originally we were going to use grime sort of genre because that's what like the multi-ethnic groups would sort of listen to, and that's like mainly our target audience. But when we sort of played it in our trailer, it didn't really go right, so we wanted like a high techno, like tempo sort of like fast going sort of like genre, and the only one we could have used for that was dubstep, so we sort of used dubstep. The sound that we used for the trailer was called Vasky Game Face, and like, as I said again, that it was really fast, and so sort of went with it, and yeah.
With grime doesn't sort of have the same tempo as dubstep, and because of that we thought dubstep would have been better to use instead of grime.
And the idea behind it was kind of like a visual crescendo, where like after the drop everything just spins out of control, just spirals out of control, and we believe like dubstep was the only genre that would allow us to do that.
Basically all the characters' attire was either black or dark clothing. This is something that's familiar within this genre, the urban drama. If you look at Kid or Hood, Out of Hood, most of the time it's either dark clothing or just black. and yeah, we didn't want to stray too far from that kind of concepts. The train scene, which you see in the trailer, is pivotal because they have to reinforce the idea that it is actually London and it is actually the urban areas of London, because within the train scene, the audience gets to see the inside, the interior of the district line to create more, especially social realist environment for the audience.
And that was our goal in the end. So.
Yeah, okay, and then in terms of me on Sen again, when it came to casting, the cast we tended to choose were black people, because this tends to conform with stereotypes which insinuate that black people would usually commit such crimes and stuff. But then you get the urban genre films like Shifty, which subvert this type of stereotype. And also in relation to the costume, other colours like yellow were incorporated into some of the costumes, like with the character Ralph, who is kind of the satire type of character. He had like some yellow lines running through his outfit to show maybe a comical type of side to him. And yeah.